86. Staying on belts today. Not dealing with this thing. Alright. 86. Singing finger, 86. Feet flat on the floor. All the good stuff. 86. 86, here we go. 1, 2, 86. Ready, and breathe. Make sure you have your name tags out. I forgot to say that earlier. If you don't have it right now. Can somebody read what's right next to the title, Tone Builder for us? Yes. Right next to the title, Tone Builder, it says. Yeah, steady stream of air, right? So when we're playing this, we want the air to be steady, right? We don't want to go all over the place. So if these were your two options for how your air was going to sound for this, which one do you think is better, A or B? A, yeah, why? Everybody say them for a couple seconds. Yeah, right? It maintains all the way through, and then we breathe when we have the count, right? The apostrophe. Yeah, so don't let it die. Let's try it. Playing. What is this, 86? 86 playing. 1, 2, 86 playing. 87. Do you guys remember what was difficult about this one last time we did it? Or did you have an idea? No. Anybody? 87? Yes. Yeah, the eighth note's why. Yeah, because we have two eighth notes in every measure, but the beat changes every time, right? You guys remember that? It's up in a different spot in the measure. So don't be afraid of that. Singing finger 87. 87. Rhythm builder. 1, 2. Sing and finger, ready, and. 3, 4. Okay, let's try again. That was my fault. Let's play 86, or 87, excuse me. 87 rhythm builder. Let's play it. 1, feet on the floor. 1, 2, 87. Ready, 3. and count. Why do you think we're clapping and counting? Any ideas, Sky? Yeah, because we're moving the eighth notes around when we're not supposed to. Let's try it again. 87, clap and count, please. Clap and count. 1, 2, 87.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4.
3.
1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2, and 3.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2, and 3, 4.
Yeah, cool. Let's play. Try to get rhythmic accuracy this time all the way through. Here we go. 87, playing. 2. 87, playing. 3. Let's try it again. Really pay attention, guys. 1, 2. 87, playing. We're gonna clap and count the last. Go to the last measure. Point at it. Last 1, 2, 3 measures. Last 3 measures. Clap and count. Clap and count. Last 3. 1, 2. Clap and count. Last 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Last.
1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2, and 3, 4.
Yeah. Did any of you notice which one we were screwing up earlier? Did anybody catch it? Any ideas, Marcus? Of those 3? Yeah, the middle one, and we had one other one, Braden.
1 and 3.
Yeah, the first one, right? Yeah. We were flipping them around, right? Don't do that. Let's try it again. Clap and count. Last 3. 1, 2. Last 3 and
1 and 2, 3, 4.
last.
1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2, and 3, 4.
Cool. Let's play it. 87. Yes, Heather. Here. 87. Let's play it. 87 with the repeat. 87. 1, 2. Playing 87. Ready. 3. Oh, I said with the repeat. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. 1. The second time. 2. 1, 2. 87. We're gonna do 88 next, but before we do that, did everybody get one of these? Everyone should have one in front of them. Raise your hand if you're not. Okay. Okay. You still need one? Here you go. All right, 88. Let's clap and count 88. 1, 2. Clap and count. Ready and
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
let's sing and finger. We're gonna go a little bit slower. Does anybody have any ideas why we might want to take it slower?
Because the eighth notes, it's gonna be, we want to practice changing notes before we play.
Yeah. Do you have another idea? Or is it the same thing? Yeah, so we want to make sure we're taking this at a speed where we can like comfortably, or mostly comfortably play all the eighth notes correctly, right? Let's try it. 88. What did I say? Sing a finger? Here we go, sing a finger, thank you. 1, 2, 88, sing and finger. Let's do the last two measures even slower. These are probably the hardest two measures, right? Maybe? Yeah. Last. You have Victoria? We're gonna say something.
We go from A to C.
Right, we skip, right? It's not just all in order. That's right. Last two measures, sing and finger, slowly. And I'll go slowly this time. 86, or 88, last two measures. 1, 2, last two measures. That's okay. I didn't say it again. Sing and finger, the last two measures. 1, 2, sing and finger. Yeah. Let's play those two measures, playing those two measures only. 1, 2, playing and. Right now, A or B? We just did it. B? Yeah? Why? Does anybody know why? Victoria? Yeah, so when we were playing just now, so this is kind of accurate. It was like, da, 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 right? So we have to keep the air moving and feel confident about these fingers. Let's try that again, just the last two. Last two. Steady air. 1, 2, last two measures. Let's try again. 1, 2, ready, and. All of 88 now. Cool? All of 88 with the repeat. All 88 with the repeat. Here we go. 88 with the repeat. 1, 2, 88, playing, go. Single finger. Count and clap. Yes. Good call. Count clap number 90. Number 90 count clap. 1. Yes. Sorry, Sam. Yes. I know we talked about that last class. That's the improv one. So we will. It's in the plan. Hopefully. Here we go. 90. 1, 2. Clap and count 90 and
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4.
Sing a finger. 1, 2. Sing and finger number 90. Cool. What's tripping you up? Does anyone have any comments? What's bothering you? Yeah, we're at. Give us some measure. Yeah, we're. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Let's clap and count variation 2. Do you guys see that on top of the, I should say that music variation 2. Do you guys see that? We'll talk about what that means in a minute. But let's clap and count variation 2. Saxophones, clap and count variation 2. 1, 2, variation 2, and
3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Let's sing a finger, that same part, sing a finger. 1, 2, sing and finger, ready, and. Okay. Let's play it from the beginning, number 90, and then we'll talk about it a little more. Playing number 90 from the beginning. 1, 2, 1, 2, number 90. So, at the top of the page or on your page, there's a little yellow box that says theme and variations. Do you all see that? Will one of you read it for us? Adriana? Okay, can you read that for us, please? Yes, musical form featuring a theme or primary melody followed by variations, right? So we're going to talk about this a little bit. So when we were looking at the music, we kind of mentioned this earlier. Can you guys see at the very beginning, it says right above your music, it says theme, right? And then if you look from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 bars. On the 5th bar says variation 1, and then 4 bars later again says variation 2. Do you all see that? Yes? So this is an example of theme and variations, like it says in the box. So we have, pardon my handwriting, as usual. We have the theme, which is like the original, or the OG source. Does that make sense? Like, it's just twinkle, twinkle, unbothered, unchanged. I'll play it once. That's like twinkle, twinkle, right? Like no anything extra in there, right? Now, if I play variation 1, that's different, right? You guys all hear that? Yes, no, maybe. That are variations. Again, sorry for the handwriting. Are different. Oh my gosh. So what's like in variation 1 specifically, what's different about it? Braden?
It has 8 notes instead of 4 notes.
Yeah, we've added 8th notes. Yeah, so we've added 8th notes. So what, if we're trying to think of how it's different from the original, how is it different? Like, so you said 8th notes, but what's a different way we could say that? 8th notes are a type of, that might be misleading you. Sam, can you help them out maybe? Yeah, so rhythm, right, is the word we use for that. So it's different, you can change the rhythm, that's one way to change it. What's maybe another way? Does anyone have any ideas off the top of your head? Yes, no, maybe? Here, let me play some more. So if I play the theme again, try to play the original notes, right? The OG notes, really loud, or not really loud, but just loud, and then the added notes will be softer. Variation 2. Versus the theme that's not the same as variation 1. Any ideas? Yeah? Different sounds, yeah? So what is another word for that? I mean, you can say it. Scott? Melody, yeah. So we can change the melody slightly, right? Like you can still tell that it's twinkle, twinkle, but there's a bunch of extra stuff in between, right? We have fancy words for all that, but we're not worried about those. So, there's one. In this example, let's play it again once, and I want you, while we're playing it, think about other ways you can make this different. Does that make sense, kind of? Let's try it. Play the theme from the beginning. We're going to play the whole thing. Number 90. Number 90 from the beginning. 1, 2. Number 90. Ready, and... we have A natural, B natural trumpets. Variation 2, playing. 1, 2, variation 2. So, did anybody think of some other ways that we could change this maybe? Do you have any ideas? Throw it out there. What if I put it like this? So, our theme, I'll play it again. That's our OG, right? Original. Nothing different. Yeah. What if I put it like this? Is that a variation? Yeah. Yes. Why? What did I change, Victoria?
You held the quarter notes longer.
Yeah, so I made instead of playing on a quarter note, some of them I placed half notes, right? So when we're saying that it's rhythmically different, it doesn't just have to be shorter. It can be shorter or longer. Does that make sense, kind of? Right? It doesn't have to be more complicated. It can be less complicated, right? So, okay. We're going to play through this one more time, and then have your half sheet of paper out. We're going to talk a little bit about an activity. So, play through it one time. 90. Playing. 1, 2. Playing 90. Ready. So we're gonna take out your little half sheet of paper or staff paper that you have in front of you. Let me hold it up so I know everybody has one. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is this. Right away, what's the first thing you do on every piece of paper you get in school ever?
Write your name.
Yes, so write your name somewhere on it right now. Not on the staff. Preferably. Right? You should have a pencil too. I didn't think of that, but hopefully you have one. So, this is going to be a small at-home activity related to this, okay? So we've played a theme, we've played 2 variations. What do you think I might ask you to do at home? Make your own variation, yes. So I'll help you, or we're gonna walk through the first couple steps right now, just to help you out, and then you'll be on your own to create something new. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. So I don't say anything really. What's the very first thing that you see on your music? Look at your number 90. Right? You have your clef, yes? So either some of you have bass clef, or some of you have a treble clef that hopefully looks better than mine. Or Sky, if you want to write a snare part like we said, you can have the 2 brackets for you. Okay? Then what's the next thing you have? The very important thing that we were messing around with earlier, yes? Key signature, thank you. So, let me take this. So for most of us, or the C instruments, raise your hand for a C instrument. Have we talked about this? Yeah, C instruments. So bells, trombone, and flutes, right? We have 2 flats, yes? So, and it's important where they go, right? We've talked about this, yeah? Or you've talked about this, I'm sure. If I have 2 flats in the key signature, and I draw them like this, is that correct? No, because they're not on the right lines of spaces, right? So make sure we pay attention to that. What else? B flat instruments, the next big one. What's your key signature? So that's clarinets or trumpets. Do you have a key signature?
No, flat concert.
Right, but what do you have in the key signature? Any flats, any sharps?
No.
Nothing. So you guys got it easy, cool. Then saxophones, or that B flats includes you, right? Tenor sax, so you're okay. Alto saxophones, and Barry. You have a Barry out, right? Okay. What do you guys have? You know?
Why are you sitting back there? Oh,
We have one sharp, right? Yes. Okay, so your assignment, so right now you can, if you want, put down your clef and put down your key signature, so you have that ready. What you're going to do at home, look at your music for number 90 real quick. You're going to write down the theme again. So the very first 4 bars, it's just twinkle twinkle like normal, right? You're going to rewrite that on the sheet of paper. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah? Okay. So that's 4 measures, right? Everybody sees that, understands that, maybe. Point to the first measure, right where it says theme. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stop because it says variation 1, correct? So there, you're going to have a 4-measure variation on Twinkle Twinkle that you write yourself. Does that make sense? So if you want to write this down, we've talked about it. Your theme, which is already given to you, is the original. You just have to rewrite it. Does that make sense to everybody? But then variation, you're going to write your own. You can base it off of something in the book, but it can't be the same, right? And your options are you can change rhythms. You can make them longer or shorter or anything like that. And then we can mess with the melody. If I came back on Monday or Wednesday with my variation and it sounded like this, is that a variation? No, because it doesn't sound like the theme, right? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, cool. Then thank you guys. We're going to move on. So I look forward to seeing what you have. We're going to turn those in on Wednesday. We might play through a couple or put some on the board for everybody. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you, guys. Did you have a question? No?
Okay.